and we call it blues. That's why. Crawling winds, yes it is. Blues all can move. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And we call it blues. Got those winds.
Well, our sealing dried up from the primer, and while we were gone, I just did a fast little skim coat in here. You can see how there's like the white splotches over the primer. I just used a nice light joint weight spackle. Just any brand you can find, something that's whipped up real nice and thin. Kind of like, you know, you've got the kind that is kind of like peanut buttery, and then you've got the kind that's whipped up like whipped cream. I like the stuff that's whipped up like whipped cream. It goes on smooth, it dries super fast, and I really didn't need to pull out the heavy-duty Durabond or the joint compound to do this, because it was just like small little things I wanted to clean up. You know, little pin scratches and things like that. So we're ready to go. So the color that we got here, it's a dark, I guess it's a dark red. And it's more so on the red side than the orangey side. You can see here, that's the color we're going with. So this is the dead flat. I want to go with the dead flat in the kitchen because, especially when you're used to darker colors, they're going to automatically have a little bit of a sheen to them. So we went with the dead flat, but the nice thing about it, it's a ceramic type of product that's washable. And you could use this on the walls, you could use this on your ceilings. I prefer to use this in the ceiling for a kitchen area, so you don't get the glossy look like you would, like if you used a semi-gloss or an eggshell. And it's still a flat paint, and it keeps the reflection down quite a bit. And that's really what we're looking for when we're using the dead flat paint. So I'm going to pour off into here a little bit, and we're going to go through almost the exact same process we did for the primer. In this case, I want to do the same thing again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my kitchen out first. And a lot of the paint companies say this will only be, you know, you can get one coat coverage. You know, as much as I like to believe it, probably not. You know, you go into these red tones and sometimes they don't cover right, and you've got your cut in, and sometimes the cut in itself won't cover because you're using a bristle. You're pulling and dragging a bristle across a flat surface. You're going to get a little bit of a drag, and you know what? Even if it's like 99% and you still see some cut in, it's still two coats. What, you know, why call it one coat? So let's call it what it is. So what I'm going to do with the flat paint is I'm just going to go over these spots first where I did the repair. Now here's the thing you got to remember. If you're going to go over a patch, it's real important that you don't overwork that patch, because what will happen is the roller, once it wets that patch a little bit, it'll peel it off. And then you're going to be, you know, in for a hurting and having to repatch things. So don't overwork it. Get your coat on there. You know, get it on there, lay it off real nice. And again, what I'm doing is I'm going to put this roll of coat of paint down here first, and then I'm going to cut it all in. And then I'm going to let it dry out, and then I'll do a second coat after that. So this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to get a nice even coat on the ceiling. See how much darker this is? It's going to be beautiful. So let me finish the ceiling and we'll get done with this, and we'll be back later.